Tommy G here. Welcome to my reaction channel. We got to talk about the Jimmy Kimmel situation. His comment about Melania acting like he ain't say something crazy. He definitely said something crazy. And then what I want to say is, yes, your First Amendment right gives you the right to say what you want. But just like everything else in the Constitution is a buffer between the government and the people. It has nothing to do with your company, your job, people on the street. It has nothing to do with that. So people talking about, oh, that's his First Amendment right. He shouldn't be fired. Your amendments is just a buffer between the government and the people. That's it. No, he shouldn't go to jail, and no, he shouldn't get murdered. I mean, unalive, just like in other countries. But losing your job, that's the consequence of saying what you feel like you can say. But let's get into this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and let's see what they talking about.
Late night host Jimmy Kimmel facing backlash along these lines following some insensitive comments he made about the First Lady.
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
The First Lady responding to this joke, writing on X, quote, Kimmel's hateful and violent rhetoric is intended to divide our country. His monologue about my family isn't comedy. His words are corrosive and deepen the political sickness within America. It is time for ABC to take a stand. How many times will ABC's leadership enable Kimmel's atrocious behavior at the expense of our community? Well, last night, Jimmy Kimmel acknowledged the criticism and responded like this.
It was a very light roast joke about the fact that he's almost 80 and she's younger than I am. It was not, by any stretch of the definition, a call to assassination, and they know that. I've been very vocal for many years speaking out against gun violence in particular. I am sorry that you and the president and everyone in that room on Saturday went through that. I really am. Just because no one got killed doesn't mean it wasn't traumatic and scary, and we should come together and be best. We really should.
Joining us now to react, senior writer for the Washington Examiner and Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, good morning.
There's nothing funny about this guy. I don't even understand why he's still on TV. He just be saying anything and people be laughing. I think they have that audience applaud sign go up and they make the people laugh. I really think that.
To you, man, a lot of reaction to this expectant widow comment from Jimmy Kimmel, including David Axelrod, former senior advisor to President Obama, of course, who posted on X, I like Jimmy Kimmel. He's funny and courageous at a time when there has been too much cowardice. That said, this was a tasteless joke. The White House will use any issue to demand he be fired because his satire touches a nerve, and ABC is right to resist. But he'd be right to apologize. We heard from him last night. He did not do that. Instead, said that it was a joke about their age difference. So what do you make of this latest controversy involving Jimmy Kimmel?
Well, of course, Jimmy Kimmel doubled down, Carly. I mean, he is incapable of apologizing for his open wish that Donald Trump be assassinated. I mean, let's think about what he said again, which was probably courtesy of Jimmy Kimmel's wife, by the way, who serves as the lead writer of this distant third place late night comedy program. Quote, look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have the glow like an expectant widow. What else could any reasonable, sane and sober person possibly conclude except that being a call for Trump, who works as hard as anybody on the planet, appears to be in excellent health, to be suddenly dead? Jimmy Kimmel is not a comedian.
What I don't understand is why everybody can say whatever they want, the most hurtful things about Trump. But as soon as he says something, then all of a sudden he's the bully, he's the bad guy. I don't understand that. Oh my God, Trump said this, Trump that said that, but everybody else can spew all type of rhetoric, negativity, and hateful things, and it's okay. But if Trump responds, then it's an issue. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't think that's fair.
You know what he is? He's Hassan Piker with an ABC logo. And ABC, which might as well be called MSABC at this point, just gave him a contract extension because that is what management wants this network to be. The tip of the spear in the radical Trump resistance. Congrats, guys. You just earned that distinction. And by the way, this is the former home of great journalists like David Brinkley and Ted Koppel. This is now the home. Let's make that very clear, of Jimmy Kimmel. He's the face of that network, the guy who cried on the air the night after Trump won back the White House. This is not a comedian. This is a radical activist. And the fact that he openly wished for the president to be dead and then tried to explain it away as, oh, no, actually, it's just about the age difference. I mean, come on. Give me a break. What a joke, except this guy rarely tells jokes on his show at this point. It's all about taking down Trump in one way or the other, Todd.
But, Joe,
I think it's kind of treasonous, to wish death on your president. You can wish death on him, but if he wished death on you, then oh my God, it's an uproar. Like Trump is not. They don't let Trump play fair, and it's like we didn't like. I mean, as a conservative, yes, I'm a conservative. I didn't like anything Joe Biden was doing, but you ain't see us wishing death on him, trying to assassinate him, or do any of the things that the Democrats do, or the left do, or the progressives do. And they, when they're wrong, they be like, "Oh, it's both sides." It's not both sides. It's only one side. It's the blue side.
it's not just Kimmel. You had the second highest ranking Democrat, Hakeem Jeffries, just yesterday saying, I don't give a damn, when asked about how inflammatory rhetoric and his own inflammatory rhetoric impacts Republicans and violence against Republicans. So I just can't get past this, why the left cannot figure out this cause and effect relationship between their words and the normalization of violence. And we have this discussion after every one of these incidents and nothing changes. And it doesn't look like anything's changing this time, Joe.
Yeah, I think what you're referencing, Todd, is the political leader of the Democratic Party, Hakeem Jeffries, said when asked about, hey, you keep saying we need to use maximum warfare, that's the quote, against Donald Trump. Shouldn't you dial that back? And Hakeem Jeffries, just like Jimmy Kimmel, dialed down and said, no, we should use maximum warfare against Trump.
Timu Obama, ain't nobody listening to him. Like, he's a robot. Like, I don't even understand why they even give these people a chance to even get on TV and say the things that they get to say. So saying maximum warfare is not crazy. Let Donald Trump say something about maximum warfare. They'll be all over him. Oh, I can't believe he said that. I can't believe he said this. But Walmart Obama, Timu Obama get to say, oh, we need to use maximum warfare. It's crazy. It's crazy.
When you have a Dan Goldman of New York say that Donald Trump needs to be eliminated. When you had Joe Biden, 5 days before Donald Trump was first almost assassinated in Butler, Pennsylvania, said it's time to put Donald Trump in a bullseye. Or when Rick Wilson of the Lincoln Project once said that we need to put a...
That's crazy. We need to put Donald Trump in a bullseye? Yo, these people are getting away with whatever, and you can't. And it seems like if conservatives or anybody else says anything, then it's a problem. I don't like it.
Bullet in Donald Trump. I could go on with all of the calls for violence against Trump, but it has real consequences because not once, not twice, but now 3 times Donald Trump was nearly assassinated. And tell me which other world leader, any world leader, has had that many assassinations attempts against them. Not one. In this country, a superpower which should have the greatest security in the world. And when you talk like this, there's enough maniacs out there that will see it as a call to violence to take this man out. And it's going to keep happening, Todd. I hate to say like this was the last time. It probably isn't, because they're not going to stop talking like this, guys.
That's sad.
Yeah. No, it's so true. And I mean, this round of controversy comes 7 months after ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel for the joke that he made about the man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk. Then he came back and made this emotional apology. So rinse and repeat, unfortunately. And it's happening on both sides. Both sides say, we should make these calls to come together and slow down the rhetoric, but it's not happening. Joe, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm telling you, it ain't both sides. It's one side with the crazy rhetoric, and then if Donald Trump says a peep or defends himself, then it becomes a big issue, then it becomes a big problem. But like, share, and subscribe. This is my channel. We're going to react to numerous news events, different topics. I'm new at this, looking for my audience, looking for my people. Tommy G TV signing out.